Hey, what's going on, Mogul Chicks? It is Adrienne Graham, CEO and founder of Mogul Chicks. Excuse me, my throat is kind of sore. I've been doing videos all morning. Anyway, hey, I don't know if that went live, but okay. Hey, everyone, it's Adrienne Graham, CEO and founder of Mogul Chicks. And I wanted to expound upon some of the things I talked about yesterday in the video that I did about alternative work and remote work and revenue streams. Now, one of the things that I did not mention that I should have mentioned is whatever methods that you include as a new revenue stream, it has to be sustainable after the crisis, after the pandemic, after all of this chaos is going on, because we want to make sure that we are bringing ways to service our customers and clients to them that will be long term, not just a one and done. I know like some restaurants are doing only takeout or delivery orders. They're not letting the people come into the dining area, but that's not long term sustainability. So we need to focus on what are things that we can do that's going to continue our business, encourage continuity with customers and clients, and also be something that people have an option to choose later on after the pandemic is over. So I want you to really think about that. How sustainable is this strategy? How sustainable is this new way to deliver the process or the service or the products to your customers? It's not just about creating new services and products. It's not just about setting up all the technology behind it and being able to deliver and fulfill your requirements to your clients, but it's about long-term sustainability. So I got that out of the way. I wanted to touch on that. Second thing is it has to be related to your current client base. Now, that does not mean that you start a whole new company. It's not what we're doing here. It means that you find out complementary services and products that can still be delivered to your clients in lieu of them getting the traditional services that they get from you now. We know that, yes, in the state of Georgia, salons and nail salons and massage parlors and tattoo shops or whatever are being open. But are people really coming? I hope not. Me and mine, we're staying home. We're staying put. I have an immune system that acts funny sometimes, so I'm not going to test it. I'm not going out as much as I want to get my nails done. And look, I haven't had my nails done in a long time. I don't care. I'll do my own nails. I don't need to go and be in a petri dish full of germs. Now that I got that out of the way, let's move on. Some of you salon owners or stylists and makeup artists, you have to be in close contact, especially makeup artists. For salon owners, yeah, people can wear a mask. You can wear a mask and gloves. And yeah, I get that. But for makeup artists, you're dealing with people's actual skin. Estheticians, you're dealing with people's actual skin and them breathing. So you have to be able to create something that you're going to be able to use long term. We don't know how long this coronavirus or whatever, COVID-19, excuse me, is going to be in play. So you have to be able to do something that's going to be long term, but then something that you can offer as an option at the end of this. Some customers may come out of this saying, you know what? I spent a lot of money going to the salon, or I spent a lot of money going to do this, that, or whatever. And now that they see a way to do it themselves and their favorite provider has helped them learn how to do it, or has helped them to be able to walk them through it, they may want to book you for consultations. They want to book you for, continued service to show them how to keep on doing it themselves. So don't turn a blind eye to that. Look at long-term sustainability when it comes to your products and services. The next thing I wanted to focus on is remote work, because I don't think we touched on that enough yesterday. And I don't want to make this a super long video, so I'm going to throw some tips out there, but then also put this up on YouTube and then also on my blog. But with remote work, a lot of people think, oh, they have a cell phone, oh, they have a laptop, or they have an iPad, they can work from home. Listen, you may or may not work in a business that has confidential information, and I'm betting that you probably do, because if you take payments from customers, there's confidential information in there. You want to make sure that your stuff is protected, and there's a good thing that corporations do. Now, I always used to get on corporations about, oh, well, why don't you let people bring their own devices? I get it. I understand, because anything can happen, especially in the day and age of social media and TikTok videos and Instagram and click this link and all of this stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of nasty stuff going on out there. I can honestly tell you guys, my sites get, I don't want to say attacked, and not really breached, but they get tinkered with. Let's say that I get a lot of comments from like trolls and Russian bots and things like that I'm constantly in there deleting and fixing and everything. And I'm hoping that my service provider will provide stronger security for that. But you don't know. I'm one. If you've seen some of my Instagram posts or some of my personal Facebook page posts, yeah, I like the TikTok videos and I like that. I like to get a laugh and all of that. And I'm one that gets a tremendous amount of email every single day. Half of that email is spam. I don't click on links, but everybody doesn't think the same. Someone, especially with this economic stimulus package that's out there, with coronavirus updates, people think they're clicking on real, credible links. You have to protect yourself. It's not enough that you have the cloud, for your technology. That can be breached too. Some of the biggest banks and institutions have been breached by security. And I know I talked about this yesterday, but you need to figure out what you're willing to invest for your technology and your data encryption. You need to invest in a VPN. And I think I said yesterday I was going to add some items down below after the last video. And I didn't get a chance because I got sidetracked by something else. But you need to be looking into encryption software. You need to be looking into ways to keep your data safe. I don't care what they say about, go in the cloud, go on Google and, do the spreadsheet, make it active so y'all can all work on it. Anybody can hack that. So you have to decide, is my information important enough to encrypt? And if so, who's going to be the best provider and how can I make sure that all of my people have the same encryption access? Another thing you need to focus on is, we don't know what's going to happen if people are going to attack people's computers or whatever. You need to be backing up all data and you need to have your team back up their data. So I firmly suggest, what's the name of the company? Carbonite. I used to use Carbonite back in the day. I haven't in a while. Mozy was another good one. I don't know if they're still in business, but I'll do a check and see what kind of encryption backup software is out there. But you, as a general rule, should be backing up your data all the time, especially if you have client lists, database information about your clients, their personal information, any trade secrets, anything that is of value to your business should be backed up and not just on the cloud. Because I know we have iCloud and Google Drive and One and Box and all that cool stuff, but that should be a backup. I make sure that my stuff is on an external hard drive. And I cannot stress that enough. I've had enough computers crash. Now, not wood, well, that's glass, but not wood, wherever the wood is. Not wood. I have not had any problems with my Mac. Apple's pretty good with that. But with my PC days, oh, heck yeah. I used to get crashes and stuff happening all the time. But I learned from back then, put your stuff on an external hard drive. I'm a little bit more paranoid, so I put it on a backup hard drive too. And I also have certain documents, certain things on a USB that I keep in a safe deposit box. So however you want to back up your data, please I don't care how you do it, just do it. Make sure you do it because there's nothing worse in the world than experiencing a disaster and then you lose all your stuff with no way to recover. So if you're a real estate agent, if you're a financial advisor, if you are a insurance agent, if you're somebody that deals with sensitive information, medical personnel, please back up your stuff. The other thing is you need to start paying attention to this communication software. Zoom has been, in some of you who have taken my workshops and boot camps and different classes, the academy and everything, I've been using Zoom for a long time. So it's not anything that's new for me, but they've experienced a huge uptick. So technology right now with communications, with productivity software, with apps, with all kind of things, tracking apps. I heard some businesses now, and I don't know if you do that with your business, and I'm not going to judge because you know your workers and you know if they are responsible enough to work from home and be dependable. But there are people that are using tracking applications now, tracking software. So you need to focus on what is the perfect cocktail, what is the perfect blend of technology for your business that will allow you to continue to do remote business, serve your customers and clients, and also tend to your employees. Then you need to focus on what your budget is going to be so that you can make sure your said employees have access to this technology as well. I know some companies that are giving iPads and some are giving laptops. Some are doing both. Some are doing smartphones. If you have a business where, like my businesses can pretty much, with the exception of one, All of my businesses can be run from an iPad or an iPhone or a smartphone. I don't need to have a laptop. My online boutique, the Curvy Girl Closet, of course, I have actual inventory, so that has nothing to do with technology except for the inventory management. But I can go anywhere and work with any of my businesses. So make sure you invest in that. Find out which apps work better for you. What do you currently use that also has an app that your people can use as users? We don't have to jump back into things. We don't have to be cramped up in an office together. We can still be safe, and we can still be sanitary, and we can still be business as usual as long as we have the right technology in place. And you have to make sure your people do. Please don't just leave them like it's their problem. They got to figure it out. They have to worry about getting their own technology. No, you're their boss. You're their employer. You're the owner of the company. So it's up to you to make sure that you have set asides for something like this. Remember before, and I'm going to share the video again later. Remember before we talked about continuity planning and risk management planning. Please, if you have not done it before, if the hurricanes and the tornadoes and the floods and all the other stuff, 9/11 and all this stuff that's happened has not moved you to taking action yet, can we please let this coronavirus be the reason you step up the game and get on track with protecting your business and your clients and your data and your employees? So I want to finish up and wrap up with saying that, these are temporary times. We don't know how long temporary, but if you focus on this as a temporary time, but put solutions in place that have permanent and lasting effect, the next time that there is a disaster, and believe me, I know that there's going to be a next time. I just don't know what level, but of course there is. It's always a disaster. If you plan now and you put these things into place, don't look at it as, oh, it's going to cost me this. Oh, it's this expense. Think of it as an investment, because look at it this way. Billion-dollar companies, multi-million-dollar companies, they make investments. They protect their investments. Their investments are their intellectual property, their employees, their talent, their human capital, and their clients. Then followed by their technology and their, trade secrets and all that. But they protect it. We're the only small businesses, the only ones that sit here and cry about that's too expensive. I don't want to do this. I can't afford that. Why do they have the prices so high? Let me ask you this. Would you rather pay a little sting now to protect yourself, or a big ass pinch later when you lose everything? So prepare your people. If you're one of those bosses that don't trust that your people do the right thing, well, that's a whole other conversation, because you should have did better with your hiring, and you should make sure that you thoroughly investigate everybody that you hire before you extend an offer. But it says a lot about you as a leader. So let's make it easier on ourselves. Let's not make it harder. Let's focus on doing what we have to do to get back to a normal stream of business, even if it's in an abnormal time. I need you to do whatever you can to make sure that your clients and your talent, your employees, are running smoothly. And that is remote work policies, the correct technology and digital keys that you need to have for them, and different ways of fulfillment and delivery to your customers. So with that said, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Georgia, stay your butts home. I'm not going anywhere. And if you need alternative work, if you don't know how to create alternative work for your customers or your clients or your company, if you don't know how to bring in additional streams of revenue, please hit me up, DM me, leave a comment below. Or you can send me an email, info@mogulchix.com, or you can tweet me, email me, whatever you want to do. I'm available. I'll get back to you. But I can help you with that. I can work with you with that. I am giving 15-minute free discovery sessions for potential new clients. Those of you who are continued clients, you're doing the right thing. Guys are awesome. You're really stepping it up, and you're getting ahead of this thing before it starts to snowball. So I give you kudos, and I commend you for that. But think about what I said. Think about your strategic contingency plan. You want to be able to keep continuity going within your business. So that said, go to mogulchix.com. Make sure you check out the Mogul Chix Academy is coming up next month. On the 4th, you have the Business Beauty Mogul Boot Camp. And you have the Angel Investing Bootcamp coming at the end of May. So go ahead, mogulchixacademy.com. You can go to mogulchix.com/events. You can go to mogulchix.com/schedule to schedule an appointment, or just do it on the main page. And stay tuned for the newsletter. I'm probably going to do a newsletter today. But if you are a service provider, B2B service provider, B2B, business to business service provider, I need you to get in touch with me, because I think we should all collaborate and pull together something where we're all working together and referring business to each other. So with that said, have a good weekend, guys, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.